Database concept. Unit first. What is data? Answer. Data are simply facts or figure bits of information, but not information itself. Example: employee names, product names, address, tax code, registration marks, etc. Next question. What is information? When data are processed, interpreted, organized, structured, or presented so as to make them meaningful or useful, they are called information. Information provide context for data. Example: he is going to Delhi. Next question: what are database properties? Answer: a database has the following properties. First, atomicity. Atomicity in database ensures that the transactions are individual and irreducible when transactions either commit or abort. If a part of transaction fails, the entire transaction fails. Consistency. Any change in the value of database at particular instance are consistent with changes to other values. Isolation. Transaction in database ensure that the working transaction will not change or affected by any other transaction. Next, durability. Durability of the database states that one transaction has been committed should remain in the same status, even in the case of failures such as power loss, database crash, etc. Next question. What are disadvantages of a file system? The disadvantage of a file system is given below. Number first, data redundancy. Data is stored more than once in different files. That means duplicate data or data redundancy may occur in all these files. Number second, inconsistency. In file processing system, various copies of same data may contain different values. Data is consistent in the system. It means if a data item needs to be changed, then all the files containing the data need to be modified. Next, lack of data integration. As data files are independent, accessing information out of multiple files become very difficult. Next question. What is database management system? DBMS or database management system is a software application used to access, create and manage databases. It consists of a group of programs which manipulate the database. DBMS examples include MySQL, Microsoft Access, SQL Server, Oracle, RDBMS, DBase, FoxPro, etc. This is a diagram. Next question. What are characteristics of database management system? The main characteristics of a DBMS are as follows. Number first, real world entity. A modern DBMS is more realistic and uses real world entities to design its architecture. It uses the behavior that and attributes to. For example, a school database may use a student as an entity and their ages as an attribute. Next, relation-based tables. DBMS allows entities and relation among them to form tables. A user can understand the architecture of a database just by looking at the table names. Third, isolation of data and application. A database system is entirely different than its data. A database is an active entity, whereas data is said to be passive, on which the database works and organizes. Fourth, less redundancy. DBMS follows the rules of normalization, which splits a relation when any of its attributes is having redundancy in values. Normalization is a mathematical rich and scientific process that reduces data redundancy. Next question. Define different types of user of DBMS. Answer. Different kinds of user of DBMS are as follows. Number first, database administrator, DBA. DBA can be a single person or it can be a group of persons. Database administrator is responsible for everything that is related to a database. Second, application programmers. Application programmers write application program to interact with the database. Number third, end users. End user are those who access the database from the terminal end. They use the developed application and don't have any knowledge about the design and working of database. Number four, system analyst. System analyst is responsible for design, structure and properties of a database. All the requirements of the end user are handled by system analyst. Next question. What are the advantages of using DBMS? Answer. Following are the advantages of using a DBMS. Number first, reduction in redundancy. Unlike traditional file system storage, data redundancy in DBMS is very less or not present. Data redundancy occurs when the same data are stored unnecessarily at different places. Second, concurrent access. DBMS provide access to multiple users to access the database at the same time. Third, improved data sharing. The DBMS help create an environment in which end users have better access to more and better managed data. Number 4. Improved security. A DMS provide a framework for better enforcement of data privacy and security policies. Fifth, user-friendly. Using a DBMS, it becomes very easy to access, modify, and delete data. Next question. What are the limitations of using DBMS approach? The main limitation of using a DBMS is number first, increased cost. In order to have a database management system, we need to have a high-speed processor along with a large memory size, which requires an expensive hardware and hence correspondingly expensive softwares too. Number second, maintenance cost. Database management system also calls for a high maintenance cost, which include the cost to maintain the database management system once it is made. Next question, what is relational database? Answer. A relational database is a collection of data items with predefined relationships between them. These items are organized as a set of tables with columns and rows. Tables are used to hold information about the object to be represented in the database. In each column in a table holds a certain kinds of data and a field stores the actual values of an attribute. Each row in a table could be marked with a unique identifier called a primary key, and rows among multiple tables can be made related using the foreign key. RDBMS equal to DBMS plus referential integrity. Next question, what is relational model? Answer. Relational model represents how data is stored in relational database. A relational database stores data in the form of relations. In relational database model, number first, a row is called a tuple. Number second, a column is called an attribute. Third, a table is called an as a relation. Number fourth, the number of attributes in a relation is called degree of relation. Number fifth, the number of rows in a relation is called the cardinality of a relation. Student tables. This is called the column and this called the rows. Here admission number, roll number, name, subject, marks are attribute. This admission number, roll number, name, subject, this are attribute. Number second, here 210, 1 Sachin, English 80 are field. This the values, these are called the field. 210 or 211, 2 Ramesh, these are field. Number of attribute or column is called the degree of a relation. So degree of a table is 5. Here the number of columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here admission number, roll number, name, subject, mark. These are, or you can say 5 columns are there. So the degree of a table is 5. Number of rows in a relation called the cardinality of a relation. So cardinality is 4. Here rows are 1, 2, 3, 4, in which there is a values or you can say fields. These are called the cardinality. Here 4 rows are there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So cardinality is 4. Here student table and student detail. What is key? A DBMS key is an attribute or a set of an attribute which helps you to identify a row in a relation. Super key. A super key is a group of single or multiple key which identifies a row in a table. Super key may have additional attributes that are not needed for unique identification. In student table, this admission number, roll number, admission roll number, admission number name, admission number name, admission number roll number name, admission roll roll number, name are super key. They are all are super keys. Candidate key. A candidate key is an attribute or set of an attribute which uniquely identify a tuple. In a student table, admission number, roll number are known as candidate key. Here, admission and roll number. Or you can say minimum set of a super key is known as candidate key. Here, minimum set. Here, it is a roll admission number and roll number are minimum set, so it is a candidate key. Primary key. Primary key uniquely identify a record in a table. It is not null also. In a student table, admission number is primary key. Foreign key. Foreign key is a column that creates a relationship between two tables. Here it is in a student table. 210 is a foreign key which makes a relation with the student table with admission number. Here in student detail, admission number is a foreign key to the student table. SQL is a standard query language for storing, manipulating and retrieving data in a database. In a database, you can define the structure of the data and manipulate the data using some command. There are two types of languages. These are DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language. Number first, DDL, data definition language or DDL consists of the SQL command that can be used to define the database schema. It simply deals with the description of the database schema and it is used to create and modify the structure of the database object in the database. Example of the DDL commands: create is used to create the database or its object like table, index, function, views, store procedure and tables. Drop is used to delete object from the database. Alter is used to alter the structure of the database. Truncate is used to remove all records from a table including all the spaces allocated for the records and remove. Rename is used to rename an object existing in the database. Here, data DDL, these are commands. DDL commands: create statement. This is the query. Here, drop statement. These are drop statements. Now, DML, data manipulation language. DML will deal with the data manipulation and include most common SQL statements such as select, insert, update, delete, etc. And it is used to store, modify, retrieve, delete and update data in a database. Here, these are DML commands: select, retrieve data from a database, insert data into the table, update existing data within a table, delete all records from the database table. These are DML statement: select statement, second insert, third update statement, fourth delete.